We now return to Let's Play Hearthlands. Again. I think I'm gonna go back to the eastern choice here. Although... growing grain, grapes, and cotton, chickens and horses. We could have horsemen. I imagine they're probably pretty good. I mean, as military units. They have less workers than... let's stick with the easterns. I like them. Oh, yes. We need a new... home twat. What a very good beginning. Willow... Milson. Milson the Bold. Okay, we'll go with this. Oh yeah, no, I was actually going to turn down difficulty. 50% maybe? I mean, the way I figure it, if I can't do this on 50%, then there's something wrong.
I'm happy to report, sir.
Okay. So, there have been many suggestions on how I should start a new city. Mostly involving the radial... where is it? Yeah, the radiuses of certain buildings. I kind of disagree with that a little bit, mostly because we have to consider that even though this game plays sort of like Majesty, has the radial... what the fuck is this? Area of effect, like Anno. We still have to consider that this is a walker-based game, and so we have to have efficient walker systems. Otherwise, we're just going to end up putting down tons of peddler pence? God, I can talk tonight. Peddler tents and, other buildings, and those eat up people, and that's just not the best way to do it, I think. But then again, I haven't been doing very well in the game at all, so I think I'm going to go for a compromise and try a layout that I did in Lethis with the angle pieces, and I'm just looking here for where a good spot would be. The thing is, I can clear out, see, we're going to cover right over top of that. That's experience right there. I can clear out not only the trees, but I can also get rid of the animals, and I'm not sure I really want to do that, but actually, looking at it now, this right here is a good spot. I'm just kind of concerned with what I will be getting rid of. Okay, that's actually... so that might be an issue. I wonder if I can even build over that. No, I can't. Well, we'll have to hurry up and get something there. So what I'm going to do is experiment here with... I'm just trying to visualize where this corner is going to go. Something like that. Something like that. This will allow me to use some central buildings, and that's not going to work. It's going to have to be one more, isn't it? Some central buildings in the middle of this mess, and they can use their radius to better effect. I'm also going to put down just a ton of people, because clearly this game has the same pace as Majesty, in that you can't just sit back and build a city. You have to keep going. Well, I mean, I could put a gap in there. That extends it even more, but the thing is, I have to really... you have to put down the town hall before you can see anything else. So, I mean, we'd just barely be covering any of those. So I guess I should just keep that one road there, and I'll build it this way. And that'll get 15 on the inside, which is actually better than the rectangular rectangular layouts that I had. Question is it going to give me a block of 24 or more? It should if I just put all of them on the outside. Okay. Right, so we'll go like this. Go like this. Now we're going to get very close to the rocks. We might run out of some space here. And it's going to be on the outside, so that works. Does that work? That looks wrong. I guess it's not, though. It all adds up, so that's fine right there. Okay. So as it is, I have to consider how many people. It looks like I'm going to get 25 apiece, at least, because I'll be having 10 on the outsides. Since I'm not leaving a gap in between blocks, I'm not really going to be able to fit more in there than that. Which means that I might need to have one extra of my various buildings, because most of these buildings seem to support 24. You know, we grow 24 things, we get 24 loads a year. It comes in multiples of 12. So, I might have to make sure I'm keeping it down. I guess, you know, this doesn't even have to be attached to this. It just has to be out here somewhere. I guess for the sake of it, I'll just keep it in touch, though. So now, this allows me to put down, like, the library, the temple, the Minstrels Guild. All of that can be central and cover a very large area. I'm thinking maybe I'll just do 2 and 2. Now that might not be enough. I don't know how much these actually cover, and that's the thing that I have to be concerned about. Doing something like this, we're running into the problem with Lethis, which was that we're having a lot of people, but I also have to have a lot more buildings, and that means that more employees get eaten up. And if these guys can't cover everything, then we might have a little bit of a problem. Now, I did expect this to go kind of like that on the inside. We might not be able to touch them all to it. Well, we'll get to that when we get to it. So, what's left? Oh, apothecary, right. So, damn. See, now, is 2 enough? I mean, that's the question that's going to be answered here. And I definitely need to save some room for probably 4 distribution, well, peddler's tents, I guess is what they're actually called. I could just put them on the corners, or put them within the actual structure, because we're going to have some room out here. If I do it like this, well, let's just go ahead and lay it out. I do also need to remember to save some room for a road, so that people can actually get into the damn city. So maybe we'll just... it's also going to have to connect to stuff. I didn't leave... Good, because we got goblins there. We don't have to worry about that. Did not leave a road coming out that way, but we'll have to set things up a little bit differently this way, for sure. So this will actually attach... Oh no, it'll attach a little bit. Okay. Well, okay, let's actually look at this beforehand. Can I just put all these down now? I mean, they just cost money, right? No, they do actually have people in them, but I can just turn them off until I'm ready to use them. This is only a 4. So why don't I do something like this, that, and then we'll get a road up here, and we'll have a road that swings around like this, and I guess can come over here. So then we'll have distribution, peddler's tents from... I mean, we're kind of wasting space here. I guess I can put beautification in here. I don't know what these have for appeal. I think these buildings here might have bad appeal. Otherwise, I could fit one building in there. Should you just let go? There aren't really any other buildings that we need, as far as I'm aware, as far as people are concerned. Now, we do have fortification. No, what is it? Alright, it's an infrastructure. The castle and university produce appeal, as well as fame and lore. So, you know, having them central would be nice, but I think we're going to have to settle for having them on the outside. Let's get this done first, though, the peddler's tents. Definitely going to need... You know what, maybe I could just do with 3. Although I don't think that would be enough. We definitely do not want to shortchange ourselves on the peddlers, because we obviously have to have stuff being sent out. So I'm going to put one there. This is such a waste of space. One there, one there, one there. That'll cover everybody, and it's not terribly beautiful or efficient, but I don't really care at this point. And then we've just got massive amounts of space on the inside here that we can just beautify. And eventually I'd like to put better structures in here. But we have to get stone first. And that's not what I wanted to do. Hopefully this will be enough appeal to keep people happy for a while, though. I imagine, well, okay, let's finish off the houses. We'll have, we should actually have a gap coming up this way. Just, would you frickin' work for me, please? There. We'll have the little gap there, that way if I need to expand to another housing block or something, we've got another road. I guess maybe I can just keep that in mind for the rest of it. Otherwise, I can just put a building there at the corner. For now, though, we'll just do this, and then if at some point in the future we need more, we'll just add more. Okay. There. So that'll work for now. Let's get some people in here really quick. I've got access to my turkeys, apples. Unfortunately, the goblins sort of have all my apples. I can get a forester up here, though, or woodcutter, and one here. Actually, maybe I should just have it here, because we have access to the mushrooms as well, so we can just put a forester down. That's not it. I always fucking... These... I don't know, maybe it's just my brain, but some of these don't feel like they're in the right areas. Yeah, it's a forester's lodge. And fortunately for me, we're kind of centrally located between the iron and the coal, so that's really nice. That'll be, hopefully, a bit more efficient. We've got stone out there, and aside from the goblins, most of the bad guys are far, far away, so we've got plenty of building space out here. But yeah, I'll have access to my turkeys right here, so I can start Fletchers immediately. That's something I think is going to happen right off the bat. We're going to have simultaneous military units. These guys are, what, spearmen is their favored unit, but that doesn't mean we can't build more, and I definitely think we should. We see that the militaries from our opponents, or the AIs at least, they like to have a mixed group, and I believe that we should also do the same thing. Well, they're not going to go this way, I guess, because they're smart, but... Oh, he says that as he disproves himself completely. So let's just prevent you guys from doing this. Hopefully you won't get stuck in there. I bet you will. Let's just go ahead and nip that in the bud right now. So I've got these down. They're actually... Yeah, these ones. These are taking up a fair amount of people. I guess we didn't really cover what these do. The Minstrel Guild gives me fame every month. We have to get to level 2 housing. The Temple gives me magic. We have to get to level 3. And then the Library gives me lore at level 4. Since we don't have any of that just yet, I'm just going to turn these off, and then we will use them when we can, because otherwise they're, you know, a huge waste. So yeah, see, this is what I'm worried about. Like, we're clumping up units right here. And that's kind of my own fault, because I could have planned this out so that I could have used roadblocks, but the idea was also that they would overlap and hopefully be smart. But, I guess that's a flaw of my own city design. I can't blame anyone but myself for that. Who are you? I guess they were from the Magic Temple? Okay, people. 70 people. That's plenty to begin food production. I think I'll have it down here. We have access to turkeys, as well as the apples. Up here, not so much. Now, I did see a few layouts of various things on the internet. Most people do build in rectangles, so the whole circular thing, I don't think is meant... I mean, even the developers build in a rectangle thing, so I don't know. I don't know what to think about this, but... Anyway, one of the things I saw was a very interesting layout for farms, and now that I think about it, it's kind of unnecessary for me because I've already got apple trees right here, and they will be within range. But basically, it was a farm, the two fields back there. In the middle was kind of an orchard area, and then on either side of that were separate storehouses. Elaborate and unnecessary, in my opinion. Storeyard, I mean, even though the tutorial itself suggests that we have one storeyard for each thing, for each item that we grow, basically, I still feel that that is humongously wasteful, because it takes up so many people to do that, and I don't think we can justify wasting that. But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, we haven't been doing so great. So that's a thing. Right, this way that I'm doing it now is not going to be... because it's going to give me a little bit extra out here. And so if I wanted to put a third grower, supposedly these will be enough to get both of these. Oh, well, first of all, it would help if I actually did it right. So maybe that will line up after all. Yeah, no, it leaves that for yet another grower, which offsets it as we continue on down the line. Change all. Now, are these guys are within radius of that. I'm just going to fill this in. There. So we'll use that. I can just continue the road on this way if I need to for whatever reason. With this many people, let's see, they produce 24 apiece? No, how am I going to find that out? Yes, they produce 24 apiece. My theory now is that we should have twice as many production for the number of homes if I want to maintain a surplus. Because obviously we saw last time that I was struggling to get above equilibrium, and in fact, well, that's going to be turned on when we actually have some items in storage, I suppose. What the fuck am I doing? Right, 16 of those, and then we'll turn them into, I guess, holding places for the production of other goods. So anyway, we're definitely going to need a lot more. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that means I'm going to end up needing... I mean, even if I went to a 1.5 to 1 ratio, that would be probably enough, but we should definitely do more. So 1, 2, we'll go 3. There. And that will actually be... No, it's still going to offset it, of course it is. So, well, I mean, these guys have quite a radius. I could just line a back row for them as well. If I did, I really don't want to offset that even more just because it'll look really bad after a while. But if it's a 1-to-1 thing on plots. I still think we need 3 to 2 fields to get maximum coverage, but at the same time, don't know that we need that much. Fine, I will just put these in the back, like so. And then we're gonna have to get some more homes out here, I believe. Let's see, are we even anywhere close to getting something like that? If I just pull it over here, I don't know. I hate doing that, but let's do that. In fact, I'm gonna get one more, so we'll have 9 growers for the field, and then I'll just have it jut out here, and we'll get. Maybe I could just have another store yard. One that is actually dedicated. I wish you could just zero them out like that. I could just turn that. Fine. Oh, it needs to be that. That means 32. Right. And then we'll just, we'll accept turnips in this one. Now that might not be so great because that is going to be a little bit further from the distribution. This was actually one of the things that I did not want to be doing. I really should have built that up here so it was close to some real distribution center, but we don't really want to be feeding our people apples and turnips anyway, so I'll put like the meat production up here. We'll have the base foods down here. Anyway, for now we just need food, so we have a new trade route. They want stone. No, they want to sell stone. Damn you. I don't need that. Yeah, so we're not going to get food from that. And apples are now in the process of growing, but not very many of them. Do you actually have those? Nope, just barely out of range for over here. Oh well, whatever. Okay, what could I be doing now? Because I'm sure I've still got plenty of people. We need... I'm going to... Okay. We need to get started on a military. Like, almost immediately. It's ridiculous how much you need that right off the bat. Another thing we also need off the bat is... No. Woodcutter's Lodge. I'm going to put that right here. Then we'll put this like that, and run it into there. Okay, and then I'll just bring a road. And we'll bring a road like this. Shortcut. Okay, so I guess I can centralize my smelting armory stuff right here, put my food stuff right here, or maybe even over here now, so it gets connected to there. Anyway, let's think about, well, you know what, let's put down another woodcutter, because we'll need 2, since I will need 1 for, God, where is this stuff? I'll need 1 for a sawmill, and then I'll need 1 for... Well, these guys are going to need planks. If I make a Fletcher's shop, we'll need 2 planks, which means we'll need 2 of those. Arg. But we need a smokehouse. Let's hold off on the smokehouse for right now. Okay, I'm just going to get the... It's not in industry, dumbass. It's in here. Always get that wrong. I guess we'll just put this right there. We'll get 2. And then I'm going to put 1 store yard, I guess, right next to it. Sure. Put it on that side. This will gather... you don't have to click on that. Click on the coal. Then we'll just have iron here, and then we'll kind of meet in the middle. I really don't think we're going to end up using... Let's go ahead and cut this in half. And then I'll take... No, I should have its own dedicated thing here. I was going to try and use planks from this area over here, because otherwise, I mean, we're just not going to have 32, I don't believe. Maybe I can double it with furniture a little bit later. Yeah, fine. For now, that'll work. We need to come over here, do the same thing. I guess I can wait on putting down an extra forester or woodcutter, rather. Collect iron. Okay. So I'll wait until those raw goods get started. Another thing I want to make sure I'm doing is collecting herbs. So go 1, 2, I guess. Which means we're going to need another store yard just for that. So, well, first of all, wait, I've got apothecaries. No, I don't have apothecaries. I don't have apothecaries. That was not smart. So that's another thing I'm going to have to put down. I mean, we've got plenty of room to do that. And how many apothecaries will be enough? That's another question. So anyway, those are those. So I should get some other kind of... I'm gonna have to probably put in a loop here for store yards so we can have, you know, food, drink, all the goods that these guys need will have to be centralized here. But maybe not there, because that's where I want to put my... Well, I can put the military stuff on this side. Sure. Put it way... God, it's just so far and spread out. This is totally what I did not want to do. I did not want to spread out my supply lines. Because it just takes too damn long. Fine. This will go here for now. For now, it will take medicine 16. Okay. So we're going to get that started. I'll end up putting a forester's lodge out here, I'm sure. And let's see what that does. So I've got 2 people. We still got plenty of room for people to move in. Fine. Okay. Well, we now have an excess of 2 logs. And 2 iron ore, because they're sitting in those. Right, I need a separate storage lodge, store yard, not storage lodge. Store yard for logs and planks. And then we're going to have to put down, it's in industry, sawmill. I'll put the sawmill a little bit further down, because we can still put some other lumberjacks here, if need be. Alright, well, people have not moved in yet, but this seems to be a decent start. Are we losing turkeys? I thought we had 4. Oh, okay, he's behind the tree. There's actually 5. They are actually multiplying. That's great. What's your new thing? They want to buy feathers. Well, that could be the first thing that I do. I should look at trade routes here. So I can sell cider. Okay, I can sell cider to 3 people. That's pretty good. That should probably be my first industry. We also have feathers. That'll be very easy. We will not be using them right away. So that might be something I do want to think about. But we could just buy medicine galore, it looks like. And based on the prices, I'm going to assume that we're in good shape with a lot of people. Half and half, it looks like. In fact, the people who don't like me... Oh, I see. It's the friendly culture versus same culture. Okay. Well, anyway, we still have an evil fortress, but it looks like we've... Probably because we're playing on easy, very easy, we've only got the 1 enemy. Still, though, this is like... I think the dragon is the one that's worse, but we still got him. So... That's a thing. And 3 people, potentially, who will invade me here right away. Okay, well, this is a good start, I guess. Plenty of room for expansion yet, so we're going to have to really hope that my food can grow here. Obviously going to need more trees. This is not going to be enough. In fact, now that I look at it, I could just totally wipe this out and lay it out the way that I saw because obviously these natural groves are not going to be enough for the food. Or we can just put them over here. Whatever. Anyway, I'll end this one here, and we'll pick this up again next time.